where we're going. And then number three, we're going to speak about our Welcome Essentials greetings, our offering for the holidays, and it's fantastic. What we said about Welcome Essentials up until now, we've got between now until midnight of January 1st of the next year to do some serious good out there. So we're going to talk about those three things. Let's get started. Anyway, I don't know how my sound is. We'll talk about this a little bit later. But just FYI to all my friends who are in tune to my life, I am now seated in the great room of my new place in Palm City, Florida. And as you know, I was whining a little bit about moving, and no pain, no gain. And now that I've been here for a couple of days with my dog Riley, things are starting to shape up. I'm feeling comfortable here. I spoke with my mom. She's worried about me, and everything's really cool. But what I want to say is, I'm in my new place. This is like flipping the page in the history books of my life. I say books. I guess I can write a few. But I'm up in a new place. I'm only 30 minutes from where I was, but very aquatic, laid-back part of the world, and I'm excited to be here. Anybody who wants to come and visit, I got enough space, and I welcome you. So anyway, my friends, let's get started on my brief overview. Thank you, Alana. At least I know I sound great. Let's see if I can make sense at the same time. So here we go. So the company overview goes like this. I cut the call off relatively early so I could set it up, and I don't know how many people are on it. And I think it may diminish just a little bit over time as we approach the holidays, and we've spoken at length about what we can do for the holidays. But, it's my obligation. It's a commitment that I've made to myself and to the company that on Tuesdays and Thursdays we'd have some kind of an overview. Let's say it may be one written from my perspective. All of it's true. You've all heard it before. For the guests on the call, I'm Bob Torsey, and you'll be hearing from me often because this is what I do, and I love what I do because I'm involved in a great opportunity. So let's go through that. We're going to answer three questions. Who are we? What do we do product-wise? And what's in it for you? And I'll do this quickly. Name of the company is Nexel. We are a wealth and wellness company. We're headquartered in Austin, Texas. We were founded by Steve Smith, our CEO, founder, and he's got what they call the tri-hat. He wears all the leadership positions at the moment, but great things are happening, so hang in there. And Steve was the co-architect of the phenom called XL Telecommunications, ultimately ECI, XL Communications Inc. We were the first company, the youngest company hit the New York Stock Exchange, first company to do $1 billion in a short period of time. Everybody knows we beat Microsoft to $1 billion. Great times. Anyway, that was long distance. What we carry with us is not only the experience, but the fact that the compensation plan that drove the great success of XL is now the unilevel compensation plan that we offer here. So that is pretty much who we are. We are a wealth building company first. It's not about investments unless you want to talk about the investment of time and effort into your own business. Yes, it is indeed an investment from that perspective. When it comes to time for the fee to get in, it's not an investment at all. You blow it on ridiculous things. If you haven't done it lately, you have in a while. So we'll talk about that at the end. Number two, what drives the great opportunity that we have? It's real simple. We all know that the world is sick. There are so many people. We're suffering from everything. It's basically a result of inflammation. One of the culprits happens to be the lack of feeding, of treating and stimulating our endocannabinoid system. And that's a result of some decisions that our government and, oh, by the way, titans of industry always follow the money. People with the money mess with you. And they demonized it, criminalized it. And the good news is we're going to talk about the Farm Bill as time comes along here. The thing that's important about our products, they don't get any better than what we offer. And that seems like a broad blanket statement. And it is, but it's true. And the reason for our success and the reason for the success of CBD is it is legal in all 50 states. When we talk about the Farm Bill in a minute, we'll explain a little bit more about that. But it is legal. It's got no THC in it, so there's no psychocannabinoids. And it is just absolutely phenomenal when it comes to treating maladies. And for those of you who have been on the call before, you know that it's got a broad reach, a deep reach, and so many people have been enjoying the benefits of it. My testimonial is quick. Most of the people on the call know I'm 70 years old, going on 48, quote, quote. And I'm a pretty high energy guy. Things get me up, things get me down. I live a life like everybody else, but at 70, what's really important is that you get a great night's sleep. I've been on CBD for about a year and a half, and about a year that's been little over a year has been with Nextel CBD. Cannabidiol, as they say, it is absolutely phenomenal. When I go to bed, I use all three products. By the way, we've got our capsules. I do those in the morning, and we've got our tincture, which I do at night. I stick it under my tongue. As far as the dermal application, our salve is just phenomenal. I put it in a lot of places. You know, I got a little bang here, a little nick here, put it on my face, and oh my goodness. But it's fantastic. And when I go to sleep at night, I used to have to get up for you know what reason, maybe 2, sometimes 3 times. I don't do that. Sometimes I might get up early. Too much information, but I'll tell you what, at my age, if I get a good night's sleep, I've got enough energy to make it till 9 o'clock, at least on 2 nights a week. Oh, believe me, it's every night a week, to do the business presentation. So what's in it for you? This is pretty much the end. Don't talk about investment. Let's talk about the fee that you must pay, and let's consider the return on that fee. It's at $299.97. Everybody knows that. $14.97 a month. We're not going to talk about it tonight. I want to encapsulate this so I can get on to some fun things. You get plenty of value for that. The biggest value that you get, in addition to your business and the support that you need for that, is that you're going to purchase up to 4 products for your own personal use at the lowest possible discounted price, and that's serious. And a lot of people have got that opportunity to do that initially, and not initially. If you're a managing rep, you're going to do that. As long as you're with us, as long as you're active. But we'll talk about that at some other time. For the quality of the product, the nanotechnology, the water solubility, the high intensity, the absorption rate is 50% versus everybody else's 10%, leads me to believe, and it's proven to me, that I should believe that this is the finest product in the market. Excuse me. Clearing of throat. You know, when I spend a lot of time on the phone, by the time it gets to be about 9 o'clock, it starts to crackle. But I'm still here, hanging there. So if you're listening for the first time, go to the website of the person who invited you. Check this out. Get all your questions answered and become one of us. This thing is phenomenal. And what I'm about to share with you, my friends, is going to make it more and more phenomenal. So hang on. So this was hot off the press. And this is news that we've been speaking about for some time, but it is happening. This is from an investor magazine called the Investor Place Digest. I don't subscribe to those, but it's fortunate that I had a good friend of mine send it to me. So by the way, it's pretty lengthy. I'm not going to go through it, but it says Congress is set to approve the marijuana trend you may be missing, and it says little investment speak here. Amid the market sell-off recently, some important news snuffed by the media. Nobody's covering this. Isn't that interesting? So while everybody was freaking out about China trade, the yield on bonds, and Congress's two chambers were sitting there talking about the Farm Bill, otherwise known as the Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018. Well, they got a name for it. 2018 is the deal. Here we are. This week, both houses of Congress are set to vote and approve the bill in its final terms. Perhaps as early as this week. You know how that is, but I'm just reading to you. So the bill contains provisions that will legalize the growth of hemp products in the United States for the first time since the 1930s. It goes on to say this is huge news for pot stocks. What I want you to do is relate to this. If it's huge news for pot stocks, pot stocks. I was going to say stock pots. Oh, man, it's got something to do with cooking. It's going to have a big effect on our business. So anyway, they talk a little bit about the difference, what's going on. We already know about the big difference between cannabidiol and basic marijuana is marijuana is 30% THC, gets you high. And, the hemp plant produces less than 0.3. It's 0.3% of THC, and our product eliminates any trace of it at all. So that's why you can use it. Everybody knows this now. They're going to take it off the Category 1 list, where we already talked about being demonized and decriminalized. That is going to open the deal. So there's an investor guy in this article by the name of Matt. And it says, Matt once told me that if CBD were a drug, it would be called a wonder drug. CBD is considered one of the most beneficial compounds available to humans, and not only does it not get the user high, but it does not have any of the nasty side effects. So this is one of the purest revolutions that's been around for thousands of years, and it's coming back. So the president's going to sign the bill. Let's just hold our breath. It's coming. And a lot of things are going to happen. So anyway, just pay attention. It's right around the corner. So it says that the moment this thing is approved, the massive growth is going to open. We've been talking about this for a long time. But here's some more evidence. In the next 4 years, the legalization of hemp will lead to an industry growing by 40 times. 40 times. Yeah, that's what they call in the investment world as a 40-bagger. According to the Brightfield Group, the hemp-CBD cannabidiol market is going to hit $22 billion by 2020, 40 times more than the current $550 million it's worth today. Come on, you guys have been listening to the numbers. It grows every day, every week, every month. We started out at 5.5. We're at $502.5 million, and it's already at 550. These are life-changing returns in only a few years. They usually take a lot longer than do that. Okay, so here's the close, and then I'm going to give you mine. We'll talk about the welcome essentials. Just imagine walking into your local Walmart. This is in the article. And seeing an entire section of hemp-derived CBD products, everything from oils to nutritional bars to hemp oil-based drinks. Most of us know that these things are already out there. Not at Walmart yet, but they'll be there soon. The health benefits are well documented, and people from all walks of life already use CBD. I'm talking to a bunch of them, and the world is going to grab onto it. Legalization will take the hemp CBD market to a whole new level. So let's spend a little bit of time talking about that. I got to get up. I do, dog. I love him to death. When I'm on the phone, sitting here comfortable, he keeps on wiggling next to me. He wants attention. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm going to pace. So, what is this agricultural improvement? This bill will become a law. It's craziness. What does it mean to us? I said it before. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't look into my crystal ball. But we've been talking about this for some time. I've been contending that, the sense of urgency says, let's get it while it's hot. And we kept thinking that the window of opportunity might be closing. I absolutely refuse to believe that. And the other day I suggested it. That's why I love the validation of some of the media that's available online. My gut feeling is consistent with these quote-unquote official reports that are obviously going to saturate the marketplace pretty soon. They're going to drive an investment market there. Well, if it's going to drive an investment market and it's going to create some consumer awareness, and the law isn't going to be out there questioning whether or not, well, what are these people doing? The opportunity, let me say it again, the window of opportunity, I believe, is going to open very, very high, very wide. Go over to that window, slide that baby up and say, holy moly. And if we don't jump through that thing now, that's when we have to worry about the window of opportunity closing. But I believe over the next 2 years, because of Steve's vision, because he put us into this position, he took the first mover advantage. He was jumping into the game when the game was questionable. We were contending, let's use that word, with the acceptance of the space. We were contending with that with our banking services and processors, and there are states who keep on saying not in my state. All the first responders. Well, I can't do that. It might have it. I couldn't do it. The market is going to absolutely explode, and I'm fired up about it. And I'm a big picture guy. You all know that. I think philosophically about, good things don't come quickly. The things that are the most meaningful take a little bit of time. This is coming our way, and it's going to be absolutely great. So let's start to build our enthusiasm. We've been talking at length. Roy and I have been visiting, talking about this period of time. We started at December 1st. Holy moly, it's December. Well, we can say this year went fast, or we can say it's almost over. We can say the holidays are coming. Oh, my goodness, I got to plan dinner. I got to go buy gifts, yada, yada. And during that period of time, we keep on thinking about the opportunity that we have to give the gift that may very well the most powerful gift that you can give to anybody, and that's a gift of health. And we have people on the phone that are still with us, contending with issues, and I hear from them. And I think their biggest blessing is the fact that they're here with us. that things are improving, that they're feeling better. There are millions of people like that. So once again, we focus on this, what don't give to get, give to give. And Steve believes that. And we had a conversation today. And he asked me if I would share as my third point what we're going to do as a holiday giving offering. I don't want to call it a special; it diminishes the thing. I don't want to call it a bonus. I want to call it a freebie. I want to call it an offering. And there are many meanings there if you think about it. So here's what we're going to do. So everybody knows what the Welcome Essentials are. It is essentially, pardon the pun, our version of a sample. But why diminish the value of this thing by calling it a sample? They are Welcome Essentials. And we've got, it's a 10-day supply, two 5-day supplies, however you want to do it, of each of our core products. You know what they look like. And we now have the opportunity to gather our first few customer points by going out, registering customers, and getting them to try our Welcome Essentials. Well, between now and the end of the year, now and the end of the first day of next year, how's that? Midnight January 1st, we are going to offer all of these Welcome Essential samples to everybody, to the reps, for $19.95. It was $30 before, and I thought that was almost free. But it's a little indication of what Steve thinks about this. Don't give to get, give to give. And if we can go out there and sell the sample, that's fine and dandy. Come on, let's give the samples away. If you bought 10 of them, if you bought 10 Welcome Essentials, let's go out there. We'll sign the people up as customers. Use it as a stocking stuffer. Everybody knows what those are. Use it as the biggest gift you've ever given somebody you've never given a gift to before. It's $19.95. Get a quantity of them. Yeah, you got some shipping in there, but I'll tell you what. I think that the power of the Welcome Essentials over the holidays will be as powerful as all this retail nonsense I've been talking about. That the system has primed the pump for us to go out there with these deals. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all kinds of sales. I'm still getting things. Don't miss it. We extended it 2 years. I mean, they never changed their mind. During the holidays, the other thing I noticed, nobody's calling me to join a multi-level marketing company. Nobody's calling me to sell me any products that are going to make me sleep all night or make me live longer. Nobody's doing that. But they're all calling me up with this campaign, that campaign, and the phone never stops. Everybody's looking for a little donation. So I came up with an idea today, and I want to do it. If you get somebody on the phone that wants to get a donation for the holidays, we got SPCA, these poor dogs. I'm crying on the phone looking at these dogs. We got to quit doing that. St. Jude's, it wouldn't be glorious. I mean, it never stops. When somebody contacts you, answer the phone and say, wait, stop. I don't have a whole lot of money, but I'd like to send you something. Go ahead, try it. Send them the $19.95 Welcome Essentials. And you're going to say, if you like this, we're going to find out a way to help a whole lot of people. Here's my number. Don't lose it. Come on, step out there. Be crazy. I'm thinking about every time somebody calls me up and they got to market something to me, they're going to get marketed too. Am I going to give to get? No, I'm going to give because I think in the final analysis, the welcome essentials, at least during this holiday time, for $20 is awesome. So anyway, here it is again. I get excited about just things that are happening now. I'm only going to say a little bit about this because you may have heard it before. I know a lot of you have. If you knew what was coming down the pipe, and I don't know if we're going to do it Thursday or Saturday, we got to make up our mind. It's always a strategy. We want a lot of people to hear it, and we want to have a lot of people understand it. So we just want to do it right. But there are so many things that are happening now. My enthusiasm is as high as it's been. Of course, I'm feeling pretty good in my new house. I'm looking at the golf course out in the back. Life is good for me. My dog doesn't argue with me. All I got to do is keep on doing what I'm doing, and I'm a happy guy. I've been blessed again, my friends. Blessed today, and I'll be blessed tomorrow. This is the end of the presentation. The boy got it done in 28 minutes. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting the call. Let's have another one on Thursday. Maybe we'll give you a little bit more information on the things that I have been asked not to talk about. So I know my friends will be back here. Bring your guests. Listen to what's going on. I love you guys. Good night.